Good morning, English one. Happy Wednesday. I hope your week's going well. We are going to be working on 6.2 today, essay analysis. Remember that yesterday we were talking about for like our end paper, you're going to be comparing two different works, one from John Muir and then one from William Wordsworth. Okay. So today we're going to start on looking at John Muir's essay. Just a caveat, because I'm talking through this, you are probably going to have to, as you watch this, put it on pause while you're taking notes, okay? Because I'm going to tell you what I think is important, and I will definitely point it out, and then you definitely will need to like pause probably the video, take your notes, and then hit play and keep going, all right? That should make sense to you. So just for what we're going over today, down here in our objectives, we're going to start again talking about the purpose of the essay, specifically the Calypso Borealis from John Muir, and the naturalism. If you haven't heard that word before, you will know it by the end of this unit, okay? And then also look at his essay. So it says authors make deliberate decisions about how they want to express important messages. Some may choose to present their ideas through fiction, as in short stories and novels. Others do poetry and songs, but we're actually going to start looking specifically at essays. So essays are not just like written works that students have to write in like high school and college. Essays are actually things that like grown adults outside of like the academic school setting write, okay? Typically, they are nonfiction pieces, all right? And they are about like a writer's experience or beliefs, okay? So essays can actually, it says, be fun, right? They're not necessarily just negative things that you associate with high school. So in literature, there are several different philosophies about how authors convey information, all right? And different authors subscribe to, or it means like believe in, different philosophies, okay? And if you're not sure about philosophies, it means like a set of principles, okay? It says some of these philosophies share similar ideas, and then some contradict each other. So some are very similar, and then some have like opposite ideas. So therefore, two writers who subscribe to two different philosophies, they may write about like the same topic, but their essays or like what they're writing about, right? Their message is going to be very different. So again, first we're going to look at John Muir. He was a writer and an explorer who is classified as a naturalist, all right? It says the philosophy of naturalism is very broad, so very big, okay? So we're going to more focus on the details of naturalism that specifically like John Muir focused on, right? Or those that are important to his work. So looking at naturalism, naturalism involves the study of nature as a way to connect all things in the world. Naturalists believe that human beings are also a part of nature. And so we should be studied and looked at is how we interact with our natural surroundings. Are we kind to the environment? Do we just throw trash out and we don't care? So we ignore Mother Earth, okay? It says science is important to naturalists who use their powers of observation to conduct many of their studies. So naturalists like might look at like what plants do humans eat? How do we maybe regrow plants? How do we again treat the earth? Are we focused on like deforestation? Or are we focused on building forests more, okay? All of these types of things naturalism looks at. It's the interaction that we have with our surroundings. Then there is another philosophy known as Romanticism. Romanticism is not like romantic nature between like two people. Okay, for us, Romanticism, it involves the often beautiful depiction of nature as an optimistic symbol for human life and events. Optimistic is like a positive outlook, right? So a very positive symbol for human life and events. Though science is not a focus, nature becomes a becomes a safe place for human beings to explore their spiritual foundations. Okay, so here's a couple of things I'm noticing different already. While both focus on nature, all right, and involve like human life being connected to nature, naturalism, okay, does use science, right? It says science is important to naturalists. Romanticism, science is not necessarily important, right? Romanticism focuses on the spiritual connection. And again, naturalism didn't really point out spiritualism as much as science, okay? I would be pausing me talking to take these notes down. So what do naturalism and romanticism have in common? They have a respect for the importance of nature. Okay. All right. So now we are going to read John Muir's essay. All right, and it says that you can click into here to see it. After earning a few dollars working on my brother-in-law's farm near Portage, Wisconsin, I set off on the first of my long, lonely excursions. Botanizing in glorious freedom. If you don't know what botanizing is, that might be something to look at, but I will tell you it involves plants, okay? Did you ever watch Jurassic Park? They're a botanist, right? Okay, so botanizing in glorious freedom, looking at plants around the Great Lakes and wandering through innumerable tamarack and arborvitae swamps and forests of maple, basswood, ash, elm, balsam, fir, pine, spruce, hemlock, rejoicing in their bound wealth and strength and beauty. Notice real quick, you guys, he didn't just say, oh, I wandered through these huge trees. He took the time to write out every single type, right? There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 9 different types that he pointed out. That shows a respect for nature, right? He took the time to actually notice what was there. Rejoicing in their bound wealth and strength and beauty, climbing the trees, reveling in their flowers and fruit like bees and beds of goldenrods, glorying in the fresh, cool beauty and charm of the bog and meadow heathworts, grasses, carices, ferns, mosses, liverworts, displayed in boundless profusion. Again, he took the time and listed out all of the different plants that he's seeing, right? All of his interactions. He's obviously not rushing through nature. He's very much centered and focused and really paying attention.